No. No.
Seriously. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Video their car.
So I want to talk about this one today because apparently, as I've said in the past, criminals have more rights than law-abiding citizens today. And that rings true with this story I'm going to talk about. A Lululemon store in Metro Atlanta at Peachtree Corners was recently robbed by the people you saw in that video. You saw them running in, masks on, taking as much merchandise as they could carry and running out. And one of the employees recorded everything on her phone. You would think that the company would be applauding them because they did end up getting caught after showing the police the videotape that they took. But no, Lululemon decided that's not acceptable to try to stop criminals, and they were fired. That's right, the company fired the employees for calling the police on criminals.
No. No.
Seriously. Get out.
Two Georgia women say they were fired from their jobs at Lululemon after calling police to report this robbery, which one of them caught on camera.
No, you can.
Jennifer Ferguson and Rachel Rogers describing to NBC affiliate 11 Alive Atlanta the horrifying moments the merchandise at the Peachtree Corner store was stolen.
They swiped until they couldn't hold any more product and ran out the door.
We didn't really feel very protected or know what else to do.
The women say they were fired from their jobs after they decided to call the police about the shoplifting, something they say they were told is against company policy. So what are they supposed to do instead?
You kind of clear a path for whatever they're going to do, and then after it's over, you scan a QR code.
Rogers, who says she's worked at the company for 5 years, claims that the store has been dealing with thefts for months, recalling another incident.
Someone sent me a picture of the front entrance table, and I was like, oh my gosh, we just sold all the product, good job. And they were like, no, someone just came in and stole everything.
But this was the first time she knows of someone at the store calling police, which local authorities confirm. The Fayette County Sheriff's Office says 3 men have been charged with theft by shoplifting and theft by receiving stolen property from that incident. And they're currently in the Fayette County Jail. Videos of brazen shoplifting have gone viral from stores across the country. And it's common practice for retailers to tell their employees not to intervene.
80% of retailers are experiencing violent incidents. One is to tell folks you should not be interfering or apprehending folks if you do not have the training.
And while a punishment after calling the police for shoplifting might be head-scratching to some, retail trade organizations say it might be more common than you think because some stores have relationships with law enforcement and don't want to waste resources on petty crime.
They don't want to waste their time on what may be an entry-level shoplifting issue when they could be doing something else, because then they're not necessarily going to be as quick to respond the next time when they do need someone there.
Ferguson and Rogers say their actions led to their termination for vague reasoning.
They have a no tolerance policy.
They said because they have a zero tolerance policy.
We tried calling the store and reaching out to Lululemon's corporate offices and did not hear back. Both women now adjusting to their new lives after the April incident.
And there you have it. There is no reward for trying to stop thieves. There's no thank you. There's no maybe a little bonus, a pat on the back, great job. Nope, not with Lululemon. They chose to terminate the employment of the 2 ladies who were working in the store that day. Again, they went in, these guys started grabbing merchandise and running out. Of course, the ladies were telling them, get out, get out, get out. They didn't try to engage them. They didn't try to grab them. But what they did was the right thing. Make a videotape to show the police. They called the police, the Gwinnett County Police, and gave them the video. And after it was shown to the police, they ended up apprehending the suspects and charging them with felony robbery and a slew of other charges based on that incident. But Lululemon was not happy about it. They didn't like the fact that their employees called the police because the police may have been bothered by it. They want to have a good working relationship with the police. Well, I say, if you want to have a good relationship with them, you call them when you're getting robbed, because then they might say, you know what, we're going to do a little more patrol in this area. We're going to do more patrol around all the other stores to try to stop people going in the stores to rob them before it even happens. But they apparently have a policy, a zero tolerance policy for chasing or engaging thieves. Well, the employees, in my opinion, after watching that, did not chase anyone. They didn't engage them physically. They verbally engaged them. And the employee was able to get the kind of car they were in. And again, they were apprehended and charged. But the store still was not happy because they don't want to bother the police. This is the country we live in today. Thieves can go in. We see it all the time. It happens all over the country. Shoplifting is running rampant in stores. They're going in, filling up trash bags. You name it, they're taking it. The employees are letting them run out, and the corporations do not care. I could see if these thieves came in brandishing a handgun or a knife, then absolutely, the employees stay behind, let them do what they want to do, and let them go. But that wasn't the case here. And these two ladies lost their employment because they thought they were doing the right thing by calling the police on thieves. Thieves can do whatever they want, whenever they want today. And weak on crime prosecutors in states all over the country do nothing. So these thieves were charged with felony robbery charges. Are they going to stick? I don't know. But most likely not, because the company won't prosecute. They're not going to prosecute because they have a zero tolerance policy for their employees trying to save the merchandise. I've never seen anything like this. I get that they don't want the employees getting hurt. Who would? But they did the right thing by videotaping it, and the people were caught. But it's wrong. It's wrong today to try to report a crime, because criminals, after all, they needed to steal the merchandise to eat. They needed it because they're oppressed. They needed it because they're marginalized. We've all heard it. It happens so much in this country. It happens all the time in woke California, where you can just about commit any crime and not be charged, or you might be charged with like a misdemeanor because you hurt someone's feelings. These people are doing this day in and day out. That wasn't the first time they decided, let's go in a store in the middle of the day and grab what we can grab. No, they do it all the time, and they're probably going to continue to do it when they get released. These companies need to change their policies a little, in my view. How about this? If you are capable of videotaping with your phone a theft in progress without being in harm's way, you do it. And we'll be thankful for it, because you'll save our company thousands of dollars in lost merchandise. But they do not care. The store itself is overpriced as far as I'm concerned. I mean, my wife goes in Lululemon, my daughters, they're buying leggings for $100 a pair. I don't know why. Apparently they're wonderful. But my point is, those ladies were terminated from their job for doing the right thing, for being good, law-abiding citizens and reporting a crime. But the woke corporations do not care. All they care about is, we got insurance, it'll cover it, let the criminals go because they may need it more than we do. What the hell is going on here? We all know there's people who really need it, yes. But looting and robbing and shoplifting, that's not a way to get it. How about trying to get a job? any job, cut grass, make hamburgers, drop fries in the oil. Who knows? But that's too much for today's youth. They don't want to work. They want everything for free. And they know that if they commit crimes, they'll receive a spank on the wrist and they'll be back out on the street to do it again. And in the meantime, 2 employees lose their jobs because they thought they were doing the right thing. And again, the zero tolerance policy, they didn't chase, they didn't engage. You saw them, they stood back, and after they ran out, one lady follows them out and videotapes them, and that's it. But they still got fired. So I guess my point is, if you work in retail or anywhere for that matter, and somebody comes in and starts robbing you, let them have it. Don't worry about it, because hopefully the company you work for will say, the thieves are okay, you'll be fine, you can keep your job. But if you report it, hopefully you'll be rewarded after they get caught, and you will not lose your job because thieves have more rights than the employees do. This happens way too much all over the country. Woke DAs, they let criminals get away with everything that they possibly can with a slap on the wrist, and nothing else happens. Employees losing their jobs for doing the right thing. That's the policy of a woke corporation who would rather lose thousands of dollars in merchandise than reward the employees for having the thieves caught, arrested, and prosecuted. It's absolute nonsense, and it just needs to stop. Reward your workers. Take care of your workers, because we all know kids today don't want to work. They want to do nothing. They want everything for free. Those ladies deserve a reward, a raise, something to be recognized for a job well done, trying to save their company merchandise and money. And that's it. If you haven't liked this video, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and hit the notification bell. You won't miss an episode. Share this video. I'd appreciate that. Hope everybody's healthy and safe. I'll see you soon.